However, we are on the edge of a new horizon. Using unmanned aerial systems within the homeland, currently there are 200 active certificates of authorization issued by the Federal Aviation Administration to over 100 different entities, such as law enforcement departments and academic institutions, to fly drones domestically. This map on the monitor shows the locations of COA or COA recipients as of April 2012. The number of recipients since that time has in fact increased. The FAA plans to select 6 test cities around the country for the use of non-government drones this year, and plans to allow the deployment of non-government drones nationwide by the year 2015. And while the FAA is responsible for ensuring these systems fly safely in U.S. airspace, with only 2.5 short years until drones begin to dominate the skies in the U.S. homeland, with only 2.5 short years until drones begin to dominate the skies in the U.S. homeland, with only 2.5 short years until drones begin to dominate the skies in the U.S. homeland, no federal agency is taking the lead to deal with the full implications of using unmanned aerial systems and developing the relevant policies and guidelines for their use. This is despite the fact that 4 years ago, the Government Accountability Office recommended to the Secretary of Homeland Security that she direct the TSA administrator to examine the security implications of future non-military UAS operations in the national airspace system and take any actions deemed appropriate. GAO's recommendation was well-founded because in 2004, TSA issued an advisory that described possible terrorist interest in using UASs as weapons. The advisory noted the potential for UASs to carry explosives or disperse chemical or biological weapons. The advisory noted the potential for UASs to carry explosives or disperse chemical or biological weapons. The advisory noted the potential for UASs to carry explosives or disperse chemical or biological weapons. It discussed how the Revolutionary Armed Forces of Colombia, or FARC, and Hezbollah were interested in acquiring these UASs. And while the advisory acknowledged there was no credible evidence to suggest that terrorist organizations planned to use these systems in the United States, it did state that the United States government was concerned that these aerial vehicles could be modified and used to attack key assets and critical infrastructures within the United States.